Hi guys and dolls, how are you? It's been a while because I've been a busy beaver. As you know, I've relocated. I'm officially in my new home. There is plenty of work that needs to be done. Plenty of work that needs to be done. Let me adjust you a little bit here. Okay, that might be better. A lot of work needs to be done. Okay? Moving is such a colossal job. I mean, really, it is. So, oh my. For those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome. For those of you who are my subbies, I love you guys. You know that. And I appreciate you more than you realize. You know that too. All right, so let's get started. I was living in a hellhole. That's the best way I could describe it. I was living in a hellhole. Um, I am not slandering anyone's name. I am not making up anything as I go along. All of what I'm about to say is documented with my attorney's office. Let me repeat that. Everything that I'm saying is documented with my attorney's office. So none of this is made up and all of it can be verified through my attorney. So let's move on. So where I used to live, they do not believe in doing maintenance. Period. Does not matter what you need done. Does not matter how urgent it is. That goes under the category of not their problem, honey. Okay? So I had a hole in my ceiling for 5 years, and they didn't care. I had no idea who to contact. So I eventually contacted the right people after 5 years. They kept patching it up so it would pass inspection. Temporary fix, then they cut the ceiling out. Temporary fix again, cut the ceiling out. This went on for 5 years until I could find the right people to contact. So I had to contact city code enforcement and let's see, city code enforcement, attorney general's office, the government investigator who got involved. Yeah, so it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare on roller skates. They don't give a damn. It does not matter what your problem is. That's too bad. It sucks to be you, doesn't it? That's their mentality. They are malignant narcissist, and the entire company will learn how to be a narcissist as well. If you come in here with your morals and your values and trying to do the right thing, that's going to get you fired. Okay? Leave your morals and your ethics at home. Leave them in your car. We don't care where you leave it. Just don't bring it to work. Okay? So the city code basically jumped in their world and told them that's unacceptable. Get it done. They were also fined. He does not discuss that with me, but I know they were fined because that was a violation. You cannot allow people to have a massive hole in their ceiling and let it sit there. Yeah, you just can't do that. They think that they can. So after all of the nightmare and they supposedly fixed it, even though it's not completely fixed now. But the other girl had moved out, so it had stopped leaking. Okay, but it's not completely fixed. And the people that moved in, well, I don't know if, no, nobody's moved in yet, but whoever moves in there, I feel sorry for you because there's not going to be maintenance done at all. And that leak is going to come back because they had Mickey Mouse so-called maintenance fixing it or plumbers fixing it, and they don't know their butt from a hole in the ground. So it's not done correctly, right? Wow. Anyway, so they got to the point of once I got everybody involved, then they resorted to retaliation because they're narcissistic. You do not tell them what to do. I don't care who you think you are, city code enforcement or whoever. No. Nobody tells them what to do, although they had no choice but to do what city code told them to do because that's money coming out of their precious pocket. So they had to do it. But then they retaliated on me, and I had other things that needed to be done. The so-called maintenance was told to pretend you're going to do it. Go over there, take pictures of the ceiling. This was before city code. Take a picture, walk around, pretend you give a damn, and whatever. So they finally supposedly got it done, but then here comes retaliation. There's inspections constantly, which there's inspections constantly anyway, because this particular property is always in trouble. They're always in trouble. So instead of having an inspection once every 6 months or once a year, whatever the case is, they have inspections all the time. Then they started to have them, even more often, because they want to retaliate against me. So the UV film that's on the window, that's a massive problem. Never was a problem for 8 years. All of a sudden, it's a problem. The tapestry on the wall is a problem. My neighbor was a hoarder. She calls herself a collector. She's a hoarder. That wasn't a problem. There's no counter space in her kitchen. That's not a problem. But a tapestry on the wall? Oh no, we're not having that. All of us were accused of being arsonists. Yes, we were all accused of being felons. There was a young guy, teenager, or he's late teens, early 20s, that was the one who was doing the fires. But we were all accused of it, and we were all written up for that. They also lied to the investigator and told him that I wasn't paying rent. I never pay rent. I have a history of being late. That's a crock of bull. I've got a friend that's known me ever since I was 18 years old. I'm a little bit more than 18 now. I'm 21. Anyway, I'm a lot more than 18. He can tell you that that's not who I am. That I'm not irresponsible like that. So that's a lie. When narcissists are very dumb, even though they think they act like they're the smartest person in the world, they're pretty stupid. So when they said that I didn't pay rent, they didn't realize that the bank has proof with the canceled checks that, oh, she did pay rent. Oh, what do we do now? She does pay rent. And there's proof. We'll just say she doesn't pay on time. So that's what that's the BS they fed the investigator. Yes, they lied to the government investigator. She doesn't pay her rent on time. She got a history of not paying it on time. Well, wait a second. You said I don't pay it. Now you're saying I don't pay it on time. So which is it? You know what I'm saying? They got in trouble for calling all of us, writing us up for being arsonists. You are not law enforcement. You do not walk around telling people that they're felons. Okay? You don't step too far into the wrong lane with that one. Okay? They got in trouble for that because they sent us apology letters afterwards. All of that is also submitted to my attorney's office. And the person who was doing the fires was a young guy. Last time I checked, I wasn't a guy. I could be wrong. Something may have changed since I started this video. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, I'm still a girl. I looked in my shirt. I'm still a girl. Anyway, they're way too big for their britches, and they're getting away with way too much for too long. Okay, that's the problem. One of their buildings was condemned for roaches. Condemned. They gave those tenants 30 days to move out. What? 30 days to move out. You not only have 30 days to move out, but you have to find your own place. We're not going to help you get another place. That's too bad, so sad. One of the girls that got hired there, she defended one of the other tenants. She got fired. Again, you keep your morals and your ethics at home. We don't tolerate that here. You will learn how to be shady. You will learn to be a liar. You will learn to keep your ethics and morals at home. This is not the place for it. That's the way that company operates, and you will act like a narcissist and be a shady individual, or else you will get fired. It's just that simple. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. I've never seen anything like it. They told maintenance, pretend you're going to do the work in her house. Just walk around and ask her questions and do this and that, pretend you're going to do it, and tell her you're going to be back on Friday. Well, that Friday came around and he wasn't there because they deliberately sent him somewhere else. This is the type of crap that they do. I have never in my life seen a more hateful, nasty, narcissistic, pathologically lying bunch of mentally ill individuals. They're all mentally ill. And like I said, when somebody, your boss slash cult leader, in some cases, this person's a cult leader, they teach everybody to act the same, and everyone's going to do it because they're desperate for a paycheck. You never want to be in a position where you're desperate for anything if you can help it. You don't want to be desperate for a paycheck, because if that person tells you to take somebody's life, you're going to do it because you want that money. Okay? If they tell you to set this apartment on fire, you're going to do it because they told you to do it. And because how nasty they are, it would not surprise me if they were to do something like that. No, there's no limits. Once you see their evil and you see their psychotic behavior, you know that there's no limit to what they'll do. They also decided, when I wasn't there, to tamper with my smoke detector. The reason I know they tampered with it is because they were over there the day that I left to go to the store, and I came back. The same day that they were over there, I don't remember how I found out they were over there, but I know why, because my smoke detector was going off continuously. It wasn't just chirping. It was going off completely, constantly, because they tampered with it. So I got the fire department involved. I got city code involved on that too. I'm not playing with y'all. You want to go? Let's go. Let's go tit for tat. Let's go in a boxing ring, because you're choosing the wrong person. Everybody else may lay down and roll over and play dead when you intimidate them or try to, but I'm not having it. The whole state's going to know what you're doing. All the people that are important are going to know. And like I said, one of their buildings, I don't know if I said it already, one of their buildings got condemned for insects because they don't care. I had mice in my place. I'm not a dirty person. I had mice in my place, probably because my neighbor was a hoarder. Wow. I didn't know I had mice. But when you clean everything out, you find all kinds of things. And not everything you find is good. I saw evidence. Mouse droppings. That's not cool. It's pretty gross, actually. Let's see, what else? So that's the gist of it. Oh, they also, when they came over, when I wasn't there, had yet another inspection, because they started body slamming us with inspections over and over and over again. Okay, which they have a lot of inspections anyway, because they're always in trouble. Most places, once every 3 months, every 6 months, once a year for inspections. They have inspections back to back to back to back to back, because they're always in trouble and they're always violating something, and they're not smart enough to quit doing that. But one time they had an inspection. I wasn't there because I don't want to hear your whining, lying mouth. So I wasn't there. When I came back, and I was gone for like a couple days. When I came back, my blinds were wide open and my lights were left on the whole time I was gone. So, hey, anybody who walks by, because I was on the ground level, hey, look inside there, see what you want. There's her couch, there's her TV, there's anything you want, help yourself. That's what they did. This passive aggressive, nasty little crap that they do. I believe in karma, and I believe that when you throw poison into the atmosphere, it's going to bite you so hard on your ass that you can't see straight. And I can't wait for that to come. They lost one building, so if you multiply every apartment, all the rents per person, that's a lot of money that they're losing because that building got condemned. So that's just part of the karma. There will be more karma to come because they're nasty and they're hateful and they're liars. So there's more to come. Wow. They had one so-called maintenance guy over there. He thought he knew everything. He lied and said he was a carpenter. Putting a little cabin together with popsicle sticks when you were a kid, that doesn't make you a carpenter, okay, dummy? He knew everything. He was running his mouth. I had World War III with him when he was there because he was cocky as hell because someone was being abusive to me. And he just stood there and didn't say a word. Back in the day, a real man would say, don't talk to a woman like that. What's wrong with you? Dude, you don't talk to women like that. That's what real men used to do back in the day when they were real men. Not anymore. Anyway, Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. Carpenter, He dropped the master key in the parking lot one time and he got his ass fired. Bye-bye. The key to every single person's apartment was right there in the parking lot. But he knows everything. He's cocky as hell. Not so cocky when you lose your job. So that's what was going on. There are nasty, terrible, terrible, terrible people that I'm so glad to be away from them. The place where I live now, they have awards. Do you hear what I'm telling you? They have multiple awards for excellent treatment of tenants and how well they keep the property up. They have so many awards, they're running out of room. I've seen them in their office. So, I'm so glad to be out of the hellhole. Oh, I'm so glad. So happy. So that's what's been going on. And my voice is a little bit raspy. I've been sick too. I was sick for an entire week, so that slowed me down on getting work done in the house. Oh, it's just been a party. Not really. So I love you guys. That's what's been going on. Like I said, everything I have said is documented. I'm not making this up. So that's a story there. I strongly suggest, I'm going to get off of here, but I strongly suggest that if you're looking for a place to live, you do research first. Make sure that you research them, look for reviews online. I didn't see bad reviews where I live. It used to have a crime issue here. They cleaned it completely up. They have cops driving through here all the time. They have lights on the window. They have an officer that's, I believe he's assigned to this complex. So if you act stupid, he'll come after you. So it's a totally different ballgame here. They actually care. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they actually care. All right. I love you guys. That's what's been going on. If you don't talk to me for a while, just have patience with me. I'm going to leave my PayPal information down below in case you want to make a donation to me. And I love you guys. And I'm just super busy. So if you don't, like I said, if we don't talk for a while, just have patience with me, okay? I'm trying to make my house look like a nice house instead of a disaster with boxes everywhere. And those boxes have had babies and their babies have had babies. That's how it looks. Excuse me. That's how it looks now. I'm working on it. I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.